Maybe I'm just getting old. I am, in fact, now the wrong side of 40, but does that explain why I always feel so tired when I take our Nissan Qashqai on a long journey? I don't ache when I get out of bed, and I can still keep up with my son when he goes to rugby training, but I'm often hobbling about like a geriatric, and complaining of a stiff back whenever I spend an extended amount of time in the driver's seat. Any of the Nissan's last jobs on our fleet was ferrying the family on a trip to the Forest of Dean for my wife's birthday. It's a drive of just under 3 hours, but really highlighted the car's shortcomings. I find the ride too firm, and the seats a little too uncomfortable. I've tried various different seat positions to try to get it right, but nothing seems to work. Even the massaging seats on our top-spec Tekna Plus don't do the job, because they feel a little better than being kicked in the back by one of the children. I always think the sign of a good car is finishing a long trip as fresh as when you started it. I once drove an Audi A6 through the night to Wrocław in Poland. On arrival, I genuinely hopped out without any problems, although I did admittedly stop a few times en route. It was just a lovely car to cruise in, but the Qashqai doesn't have that feeling. Now, while the A6 obviously isn't a rival, many of the other Auto Express fleet cars I've had, such as the Ssangyong Corando and C Tarraco, can be considered as such, and they never left me with an aching back. But the Forest of Dean trip emphasize what the Qashqai does well, too. It's a very practical car. It may not be class leading in any one area, but it's not weak in any either. It's a good all-rounder and easily has enough space to transport a small family and their luggage. We loaded the boot with bags, coats, shoes and bedding, and there was plenty of extra space if we needed it. Plus, if we wanted more room, we could have taken the false floor out to increase the capacity. In fact, the split-level boot is a great selling point. It's useful to have a flat loading area with no lip, especially when having to regularly lift a buggy in and out.